Hi everybody, I'm Mark with Crystal River Spas, one of your hot tub experts. Today we're going to be talking about the Freshwater Salt System. Okay, so right off the bat, what you want to do when you're coming out for your weekly maintenance is you want to check your water chemistry. So the first thing you're going to do is pull out your 5-way test strips. You're going to pull one out and dip it into the water. Take it out, hold it in for 3 seconds. So once you dip a strip, you're going to double check it with your Freshwater 5-way test strip bottle. On the side here, you have a couple readings that we're going to compare with. First one being this FCL, which is your sanitizer levels. So you want to make sure it's in this 3 to 5 range, which is a safe range for you. If it's low, that means that there's not any sanitizer level in the water. Now if it's high, that's a little too much. So we want to make sure that we're going to be balancing out our output based on where our readings are at. The other thing that we're going to look at is your pH. You want to make sure that your pH is in this middle range, which is nice and safe between 7.2 and 7.8. Anything higher than that can make the water look a little green, a little cloudy. More often than not, it's going to be a little high and you're going to have to bring it back down, which isn't, the worst thing. The worst thing is acid water, which is not only bad for you, but really bad for the components of the hot tub, where we start to see some components fail. So we want to just make sure that we stay in the 7.2 to 7.8 range on a weekly basis. And then the other thing we're going to do is just double check our hardness and make sure it's in this range between 25 and 75 parts per million, where it says salt okay. This other one says okay. This is for normal hot tubs. Don't be fooled. Today we're working with a Hotspring Highlife series control panel, which is very similar to the Caldera Utopia series control panel. Now right at the bottom of this screen here is going to be this little water droplet. Go ahead and tap that and this will take you into your freshwater salt screen. On the left side here is going to read out your salt levels. Now we add enough at the beginning of the startup that you don't have to add any for the life of the water. So don't add any more salt as long as the same water is still in the hot tub. So if it's reading out that it's okay, you don't have to worry about anything. Now, if it starts to go a little bit high, this is an indicator that you need to drain and clean. If it starts to go a little low, it's recommended that you need to swap out your salt cartridge. Either way, it's going to go offline and you can refer to your owner's manual or your dealer for service. The second item on the screen we're going to be talking about is your sanitizer output levels here. This is based on your readings from your test strips. So if your test strips said that your sanitizer levels were right where they need to be, great. Go ahead and push this OK button. However, if your test strips read that they were high sanitizer levels, you're going to want to bring this down 1 or 2 numbers. If your test strips read that they were too low in the white range, then you're going to want to go ahead and bring this number up 1 or 2 numbers. And you do so by tapping this screen right where the number is, and it'll rotate up to 10 and then reset back to 0, which will turn your system off. Now, if you have an abundance of usage, you're going to want to hit this boost button, which brings this level up to a level 10 for 24 hours. Currently it's off. You can go ahead and tap it and it'll turn it on to a level 10 for 24 hours. Once you have your readings set the way that you want them to, go ahead and push this OK button. The last icon on the screen is your salt cartridge icon. If it looks like this screen and your salt system says it's okay, then don't worry about it. Now when it comes time to change your salt cartridge, there's going to be 2 indicators that the tub will let you know that it's time to do so. The first one is going to be on the front of the hot tub. There's going to be a blinking logo light here that you're going to notice. It's going to just tell you that it's time. This is also true for your Caldera Utopia series. The second indicator is going to be on your home screen. You will see your salt icon blinking. Go ahead and tap that and it's going to tell what the issue is. Now, it says that it's inactive, low status, check the salt, clean the filter. Most of the time it's going to be, we're going to replace the cartridge, which is the second thing to do. So go ahead and tap this cartridge button here and it's going to follow you through a couple set of steps. Now first thing is, do you have a second cartridge on hand that you can replace it with? If not, go ahead and hit this later button and see your local dealer about purchasing a new one. If so, go ahead and hit this OK button and we're going to keep proceeding. Now it's going to be turning off the pumps because it is an inline system. So if you didn't turn off these pumps and pulled your cartridge out, it's just going to blow out all over the place. Once the pumps have turned off, it'll tell you to remove the cartridge now. Now that you have your handy one ready to go, what you do is you'll pull the old one out, put the new one in. Make sure it clips in nice and tight and there's no water leaking out of there. Go ahead and replace the cap. It will then prompt you to replace the new cartridge. Once you install the new cartridge, it'll say press OK to restart system. Go ahead and press OK then. All right, guys, one last thing I want to leave you with is just a reminder that these saltwater systems do require soft water. So anytime that you are topping these systems off or filling them up again, you need to be using soft water that's either hooked up to your house and leading out to an outdoor spigot, which we have access to, or you're going to be using one of these on-the-go portable water softeners. Okay? I hope this video was very informational for you, and if you have any other questions, please contact our dealers and we'll get you taken care of.